What is up, you guys? Welcome back. Man, my son cleaned up the car. Look, he put the Uptown Barbershops on the seat and everything, man. Good idea, son. But anyways, you guys seen the title, and we're going to talk about a couple of things, because the trimmer is not it, y'all. The trimmer is not the only thing that was just released. So, as always, these guys are working tirelessly, behind the scenes and doing things and testing things. And finally, I could talk about some of this stuff that I've wanted to share with you guys for a while. So, if you like trimmers, if you're interested in clippers, if you're interested in electric shavers, wink, wink, let's talk about it. So, I haven't went live in a couple of, it's been about like a week and a half. My channel has been just nosediving, all right? But I don't care. I'm going to keep making videos on stuff that I feel is important for people to hear, and things that bring me joy and that make me, kind of tick and want to do, because I can't just do 1,000 tutorials anymore. I've done probably as many, if not more tutorials than the majority of barbers on YouTube. All right, I have like literally over 300 tutorials, and as much as I love teaching and I love helping people, the thought of bringing myself to do another tutorial, sometimes it's hard for me to bear. Good morning, everybody. Say what's up. Let me know you're in the room, and we'll get started on the topics. So today I want to talk about a trimmer that just released, and if you guys been paying attention, I released a short on it. The full video will release on Monday, and you guys can feel free to ask me any questions you want to ask about the trimmer, and I'll do my best to answer them. And two, there's also a mystery machine that I won't be showing you in this live, but I will be talking about it and telling you about it. So, man, I feel like that door is open. That door is open. Like when you're driving in your car and you could hear that one of the doors is just not quite closed all the way. Hopefully it holds up. We might have to do a Chinese fire drill real quick and hop out and slam that thing. So, yeah, I don't know what's been going on, man. Bad thumbnails lately, whatever. But like all my research on that last topic that I was doing, I think I put like keys for success for the barbershop. But really it was an extension of the live that we did, where I was talking about negative momentum versus positive momentum, and how easy it could be to build your momentum in either direction. It's just wherever you put your focus on. What's going on, Chris? So I believe you commented on that photo. You've seen what I'm talking about. So I'm talking about the Saber trimmer. And no, this is not just another trimmer drop. If you've noticed, Gamma has not really produced a whole lot of trimmers. All right? All they've done is try to refine the two that they had. They have the hitter, which was one of my favorite and still is, and they had the Evo, which was one that was pretty good, and I've had a few that I really liked, but the hitter was the one that I liked the most. So if you notice, they're not just dumping a bunch of aimless trimmers all over the place, all over the market. All right? They wanted to get some of the blade work better. They wanted to improve their blades so that they would hit more like Babeless. So with that being said, I was fortunate enough to be involved on the process, the whole time. So they kept sending me blades. I kept testing them, and I kept telling them, this isn't good enough. It's not as good. It's better than what we had, but it's not as good. There's no point. And I would keep going back and forth with them, and all told, we probably went through, I don't think I'm exaggerating, I think we went through about 7 blades in the last 6 months, and each one they kind of thought, maybe this is it, and then it wasn't. So we went through a lot, and then finally we hit on that X Pro blade. All right, you're gonna see there's X Pro blades that are available now, but that X Pro blade specifically, the one that is on this trimmer, I mean, it's absolute flames. Holy crap, I'm about to run out of gas. This is what you get. I haven't drove my truck. I hope I don't run out of gas on my way to work. I haven't drove my truck to work. It's been about a month since I've even driven in my truck. Really should have stopped at the gas station. I hope we make it. All right, the light is on. Y'all, check it out. The light, that ain't good. I never do that, ever. And we got the police behind us. Got to keep it low, son. Got to keep it low. All right, so anyways, we come up with this trimmer blade. And this trimmer blade is absolutely flames, all right? Works well on everything I put it on. And then you add it to this new Saber trimmer motor, which, just to release a few details to you guys right now, it has a 4-hour runtime. It comes with a stand. It's an all-metal body. It's small. Compared to the Babyliss, it's about an inch shorter. It has the micro USB support, which was a huge one for me. One of the ones that I was testing prior to this did not have that, and I was like, dude, I hope that you're not about to get rid of this shit. Please tell me you're not about to get rid of this shit, because when I travel, when I take it back and forth, it's just nice to know that I can charge it no matter what. All right, that's what I want to know. I can charge it no matter what, and it's nice to know that. So this trimmer is light, powerful. It works great in the upward and downward direction, and obviously it puts down a nice line. But that's not all I'm trying to talk about today. There is another thing that just happened, and I've had this electric shaver. It's actually the Rebel electric shaver. I've had the electric shaver for a long time now, almost 7 months. And I haven't really been able to use it in any tutorials or nothing like that because I wasn't allowed to show that electric shaver. But now we have the electric shaver. We have it in its final version. And drum roll, please. This is actually the Rebel electric shaver. And the good news is I don't have all the specs because I have never had the real box. This shit lasts forever. I don't know exactly how many hours of runtime it is. Off the top of my head, I know it's at least 3, but it might be 4. All right. But this one, and everybody in my shop has tested it as well, this one hits every bit as good as the FX3. It's hard to tell the difference between the two. So we have a Rebel electric shaver. And the best part is it's got the same color scheme as the Rebel. It's black on red, and it works really, really good. So, well, I'm getting close enough to a gas station where I might be able to push the truck. If I don't make it to the gas station, I'm going to look like a dumbass. Boy, I'll be late for my first 2 clients. That would be a nightmare. So, let's see. Chris said, let's see here. Some blade improvements, yeah. That positive, negative vid was very helpful for me. I appreciate that, Ronald. I really thought that would be a good video for everybody, but YouTube decided only 400 people needed to see it. You got 120,000 subscribers. But YouTube said, yeah, 400 of them would be good. I don't know what percentage that is, but it's very low. Which is the best one you get for my hitter right now that will hit like the FX? The new X Pro blade is definitely a huge improvement. But if I was being honest with you, I would wait until it's on the Saber body and get that thing all together at one time. What's up, Nico the Barber? That's what I would do. The Rebel shaver is gonna be a big hit. For real. I really think that this is gonna do some numbers. I actually think that trimmer is probably gonna be one of our better selling items. It's just gonna take some time. Remember when I was releasing the Rebel to you guys, when I was telling you guys that the Rebel was a big deal, and no, it's not just your run-of-the-mill clipper release. This is a big deal, and everybody eventually is going to want one. Well, look what happened. Almost all your favorite YouTubers are using the Rebel. Almost anybody who's ever touched it falls in love with the Rebel. And I have 2 on my station, and everybody either wants one or has one. So, that's what happened for the Rebel, and it took a little bit of time because the Rebel was similar to some of the other stuff that was out, and people just didn't know. But now, This same exact thing is going to happen with the trim. All right, I don't know if I could use Apple Pay with this. I got a new wallet, y'all. Check this out. It's tiny. The Ridge. Maybe I better go pay in cash or something. Make it a little bit easier. Because I gotta use Apple Pay on my phone. Can I use it without hanging up on you guys? I don't know. I'm gonna try it. It does work. I cannot believe it. Apple is such a beast. Wow, that worked. So I just got a new Apple credit card. I got rid of my other ones. They were pissing me off, y'all. $4.50 for gas. Thank you, Mr. Biden. So anyhow, yeah, this is gonna be good, man. He said the best shaver for me is the Uno. I don't have the money to be dropping on all the shavers. Come on, guys, let's get these likes up, man. I appreciate that. You know, when you get right down to it, the Uno is a great shaver for what it was designed to do. You know, under the nose, you know, cleaning up around the ears. It's great for somebody who may not feel comfortable using an electric shaver, but when you are looking at like skinning somebody's hair all the way around the back and sides of their head, you just need something that's got a lot of power, and you need something that's going to be able to cover a large area at one time. He said the wifey just picked up the Mythic for my birthday, and she's a beast. Now, even though the Mythic is not my favorite, I've talked about it before. Dude, there's people who love that Mythic. I mean, Get Beamed is one of them, and then there's people in my shop who like the Mythic. I mean, for me, I felt like it was a little heavy, but if you're a fan of like the Andis Masters, you're gonna like the Mythic. You know, it's that really, really powerful workhorse, man. And happy birthday, Wavy Cuts. Happy birthday. Morning, Anna. I see you. Papa said to stop for gas. That's my grandfather. He's seen how low my truck got. I have not put gas in this truck since I left to drive up to Buffalo, South Carolina, Washington, D.C., which, you know, by the way, you guys, I had so much fun in Washington, D.C. I cannot wait to go back. I did not expect that I would like that place the way that I did. And as a matter of fact, on Monday, this Monday coming, I'm flying out to Las Vegas. So if there's any barbers out there that maybe want to link up one night when I get done with what I got to do, I'm going to a B2B show, and this show is basically, it's like I'm kind of there as just an expert who's used everything in the field. That's what my role will be there, but it's like a very I would say different show than I've ever been to. Like, instead of selling clippers to people who are walking around, everybody is placing orders and taking them to sell. So like VIP barber supplies, like Williamsport barber supply, like all the big barber supplies will be there, and they'll be taking orders for like all the new products and stuff. So that's kind of what this is about. Oh, shit. Oh no, this gas handle just go ahead and put that in there. Please don't start spraying gas on me. Okay. Looks like I'm going to get... I don't know what happened with that gas handle, but, yo, that shit is just kind of jammed. Whew. All right. Wouldn't that suck if it started spilling all over the ground, but I was paying for it still? Oh, my God. They could run up a couple $1,000s real quick nowadays. Oh, how nice it is to have a full gas tank. Oh, why didn't I shut this door? I knew it was you. These kids, man. These kids gotta get their muscles together and shut these damn doors. Oh, figures. It figures. I guess we'll have to do this. So yeah, I'm excited. Actually, today I'm gonna film a little bit with the shaver. Definitely gonna film a little bit more with the trimmer. My trimmer video is pretty much, I would call it done, just about done. I probably even could have released it yesterday, but again, I just wanted to give myself, like, I don't have to rush. I wanted to give myself a couple days. I released I think it was 3 videos, 2 in the same week, and he said it might be a pinch strong in terms of fading if you're not careful, but I like it a lot. The Rebel is still the GOAT. Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you. That's in fact, that was the one that I ran over with my truck because I was so sure that I was like, dude, this thing is like a brick. I mean, I feel like the truck. But you guys seen what happened when I ran over those Babyliss guards in the Snap FX review? Now, I seen them run over their guards, and it didn't. And I'll be honest, those are some strong guards, all right? The Babyliss guards, they're thick, man. They're a very thick and strong guard. And I would imagine they'll probably last you a long time, if not forever. But I seen them run theirs over with a truck. Wonder who they got that idea from. And then I decided I'd run theirs over with a truck. Problem is, I think I picked the wrong truck. Probably if I ran it over with my truck, they would have survived. When I ran it over with like a work truck that had a bulldozer on the back, and I mean, come on, that's not fair. That's not fair. All right, but it was kind of funny because they just completely exploded. He said, "I can't wait for those Saber trimmers. I just copped the Saber clipper, put the stretch bracket on it, and the taper blade. Nice." Yeah, that's a good get right there. So I'm thinking I'm gonna film. I'm thinking I'm gonna film like a ASMR version on Sunday. I have a plan to come into the shop Sunday. I gotta come in at Sunday at 8 just to film a haircut. But that's what I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna film an ASMR version, and I'm going to use the new tools. I think I'll use the Saber with the Saber trimmer, and I'll use the new electric shaver, and I'll show you guys all the new tools. And then I'm gonna release a video probably the following week on the Rebel electric shaver. So pretty soon, man, we got the Rebel gang going strong. All right. And one of my favorite things, you guys already know this, but one of my favorite things is the fact that Gamma has taken it as a thing of importance is to have a universal charging system. Almost all of their units, with the exception of the Uno, can be charged with the same cord. All right. And then on top of that, some of their units, not all of them, have the micro USB. And then on top of that, you can put the little magnet inside, and then as many that you have magnets for, you can charge all of them with one cord. So I just like the forward thinking that's going on here. And it's something that I wish other companies would take note of. Like, take note. This is how you do it. Like, when you get right down to it, Babyliss has some nice products. They really do. They got some nice products. But the problem is, every charger they have is fucking different. And it drives me up a wall. Especially me, because it's pretty rare, with the exception of a handful of tools. Like, the Rebel is a tool that I use all the time. All right? But I pretty much rotate clippers and trimmers like every other day. I rarely ever use the same stuff, which means that when I get around to trying to use one of the Babyliss things, I gotta go hunt down that damn charger. It's not as simple as, oh, thank God this is a Gamma, I could just plug any plug I got into it. No. I gotta find that one that was for the trimmer, the one that was for the electric shaver, and that's very annoying. So somebody just joined. I'll just recap. We released a new trimmer. It's the Saber trimmer. It's nasty. My video's dropping on Monday, and you can watch a short. I released a short. If anybody hasn't seen the short, you can see it in action, see what it looks like, get an idea. But we also are releasing an electric shaver, the Rebel electric shaver. So that's going to be dope too. So I'm excited for you guys to see that, because I have had the pleasure of actually working with this for 6 months, and now I can finally talk about it. So I'll be releasing a video on that, and let's just say, since no one's going to watch this live other than you guys, I'll go ahead and tell you right now, it's definitely going to replace the FX3 for me, personally. It's every bit as good. It lasts longer, and I like the shape just as much. They're both good, but this is something that Gamma has not. Gamma and Stylecraft they understand that they've not had the most powerful electric shaver, and they've been working on it, and they've got it solved. So we have the electric shaver now. We have the best clipper. We've had one of the best clippers for a long time. Whether it was the Ergo was revolutionary. Almost everybody loved that clipper. It kind of took over in terms of like a new kid on the block sells this clipper. All of a sudden they're in like every shop. It's crazy. So the Ergo, the Rebel, and you know those two are arguably the best clippers out there. And if you're using them, you're not at a disadvantage. All right. Secondly, they're trimmers. They knew that they didn't have the best trimmers. The Gold FX, I've told them time and time again, the Gold FX was better. Whenever they ask me stuff, I'm just brutally honest. I'm honest with you guys when I do my shootouts. I tell you guys the truth. The Gold FX trimmer was the best. But I'm telling you right now, that's not going to be the case going forward. All right. One or the other, they're both going to cut just as good. The difference is going to be that you're going to have a much more quiet machine that stays quiet, because the Gold FXs tend to get loud and the blade is more gentle. It doesn't have to be zero gap so severely to cut great. And it's just a great size, shape, and fits into places, and it's just a good machine. So we know that we got the trimmer now. We've had the clipper, we got the trimmer now, and the other place that we were weak was the electric shaver. Our electric shaver was good, but it was not the best, and we've known this. So it just makes me happy that we now have the trinity of things that is top tier. Whether you use it or you don't, you're not at any disadvantage if you use it. That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see us neck and neck with the giants out there. You know, with the funny thing is, I never thought I'd see this in a million years, but Babyliss and Gamma are actually the ones innovating now. And Wall and Andis are still sitting there on the sidelines. I think there's people, this is the focus group they had at Wall the other day. Hey Paul, did you notice that all these other companies are making stuff way better than us? Yeah, I noticed. Do you think we should do something about it? Why? Why would we do something? We sell more than everybody. Yeah, I know, but don't you think that people are going to figure out one day that we're kind of ripping them off? Well, then we'll release something new. Oh, okay. Like, remember the focus group I did from Wall Clipper Corporation back then a couple of years ago. Now Andis is just as bad. Andis is just as bad. They're not doing. At least they put out their trimmers. That I forget what the hell they were called, the Black Exo or whatever. That trimmer was all right. That was a decent trimmer. And then the Pulse electric shaver, that was cool. I like that. That's not bad. A little on the pricey side for what it is, but it's not bad. But Wall, come on, yo. When are you gonna release an electric shaver? When are you gonna release a clipper that gives you at least a 2-hour runtime and maybe gives you a stand in the box? Like, do you not have the capability to do these things? You had the capability to do these things probably 15 to 20 years ago. You could have been way ahead of the curve. You could have made it impossible for Gamma and Babyliss and Andis to keep up with you, but you chose to just sit there and paint your little clipper lids year in and year out. And you got all the fans of Wall who say, I'm riding with Wall to the end. They're this, they're that, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But at the end of the day, there'll come a time when you realize you're paying twice as much for a Wall machine and you're getting half the value. And that's something that's irritated me for a long time. But thankfully, there's much better options out there. And for certain people who don't mind to spend the money on it, if it makes my life easier, I'll spend the money on it. Now, I think Babyliss has found the breaking point of how much money a person should spend, because when I pay over $300 for a Snap FX trimmer, I don't really know how much they cost. I know that I paid $724 or something like that. Yeah, $724, and if I was to split that for clipper and trimmer, it was about $362 a piece. Okay, now am I getting a Gold FX for, say, $179, right? I could get a Gold FX. Am I getting $125 more of value when I get the Snap FX? And the answer would be no. If I was in the market for a Snap FX, I would just go buy a Gold FX, because the problem with Snap FX is you got to buy the Gold FX blade anyways. So you're already spending like $50 there. So it's just not good value. So at the end of the day, there has to be value is where I'm going with this. You know, and there has to be a company that will provide you some value along with your purchase. Oh, I hope I don't have to bring that. I got a speaker that I plan on using today. I don't remember if I brought back my little Bose speaker. I got to work in the back room all by myself again today. I've not been doing that for a while. I said, Gamma make the dub guards with the exact same measurements as the wall guard system. That would be dope. And they're working on that. Everything else is the same. The problem is the one and the half guard. And more than anything, it's the half guard. But I kind of ran into that with the Babeless guards too. Something about that half guard, it did not do what the wall guard did. So, you know, at the end of the day, he said it was so hard to switch from wall to start with, and then you realize what the industry has been modern. Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. It's the half guard that's the bigger problem than anything. Morning, yo.
What's up, Girl Scout?
What's up? Oh, and you guys seen this too, right? The red XL.
Oh, yeah, we got
That thing is nasty. Uh-oh, you guys want to see the shaver? Where is it? Who got the shaver? Uh-oh, there it goes. All right, you guys are going to get the first little sneak peek. And it's cool because there's a lot of you in here. Wow. That's a cool box. So let's see. Super torque motor, 11,000 RPMs, gold titanium, hypoallergenic foil, detachable foil cutters for thorough cleaning, blah, blah, blah. Everything is about the same. And it is a same charger as the rest. It's very small. It's very small.
Yeah, and it's nice to hold. It's a different type of feel too. It's like a matte feel.
It's tiny. That is so cool. This is my first time laying eyes on the finished version. I didn't have the finished version. So just to show you guys the size difference. Let me take this cap off. All right, you guys see the size difference? This one.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, whatever.
So yeah, I'll be experimenting with that today. It says it is 100-minute runtime. It is 100-minute runtime, so it's less than what the Babeless has. But yo, I gotta let you guys go, man. I gotta get this room ship shape. I'm trying to film a little bit today, and you guys can see I got things all over the place from filming with the trimmer. So I appreciate you guys for rocking with me this morning. Thank you so much, and be on the lookout for the Rebel release. I mean, not the Rebel, the Saber trimmer release that will be happening on Monday. All right? I appreciate you all, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.